for Grazer. So obnoxious. All hail the orbs. All right. Abzan Wolves. So in addition to playing specific decks that people have submitted, another thing that I offer that I do for folks is people can submit a specific idea, and then I try to build a deck around that idea or subset of ideas. So this is a Abzan Wolves deck was the build around submission. So the core of what I've built here is a straight green-black deck with a small white splash for Tolsimir here. We've got Nightpack Ambusher as well as Garruk Cursed Huntsman here as our wolves. We've got Once Upon a Time with Lovestruck Beast and Murderous Rider here. One thing that might be unnecessary is if you look at the bottom end of this deck, I've got 8 ramp creatures, which might be too many, but I am trying to curve all the way up to 6, so that's a consideration as well. The mana base is a very small white splash, which is enabled nicely off of Fabled Passage, in addition to both of these cards making mana of any color. It's possible that I want some copies of Wicked Wolf in this deck. Pentreon doling out some sub-giftaroonies. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Go get them orbs. They bought me shinies, chat. They bought me shinies. Look at all of our pretties. There's what we want. My precious. Stop taking so long. They're my shinies and I want them now. I want my orbs. Welcome to our new members of Hoaglandia. You've always been able to buy mastery levels. We got foil rankle too for tomorrow. God bless us, everyone. We got 13 more packs too. All right, hold on. I need a dopamine. Hold on. Did we hit gems yet? Do these 10 packs make us strike gems? Survey says. There we go. There we go. All right, we've got a full play set of rares now. We got a full play set of rares. Yay, gem refunds. Yeah, I just have so many wild cards, Marty, that I didn't max out. I have 263 rare wild cards. Yeah, it's a real shame that the mythic ICRs don't give you... The fact that the mythic ICRs don't give you duplicate protection really sucks. The mastery thing that you pay for should include duplicate protection. Yeah. Yeah, so the problem is I frequently run out of mythic rare wild cards. Like, I only have 21 mythic rare wild cards. And, like, midway through this season, I'm gonna run out of those. Most likely, and then have to buy more packs to get more mythics. Oh, look at how beautiful he is. He really is a beauty and a beast now. All right, sorry, to backtrack to this. Do I want some Wicked Wolves in this deck? If only to stay on theme, I feel like I should include a couple Wicked Wolves. This card was, like, really annoying when we played against it earlier. This seems fine. Yeah, double triggering the turn with Tolsimir when they get indestructible seems fine. Wicked Wolf has been better than Questing Beast for me in my green decks. I don't know if I believe that. Maybe it's better. I believe it's better in the mid-range matchups. This card's good against control and aggro, though. Yeah, the geese feed the Wicked Wolf. I can cut my one cheeky main deck Vivien. All right, I'll cut my cheeky main deck Vivien. All right, let's do this. I'll export that. Now, one of the things I was saying, so the build-around request for this was specifically for Abzan Wolves. I did see that, what's his name? PV had submitted a 4-color Wolves deck at the Fandom tournament yesterday, so I didn't see how his matches ended up going. But that was interesting. Similar to what this deck is doing plus Oko. And, like, with Paradise Druid and Goose, splashing the 4th color is, like, pretty reasonable. Questing Beast is an honorary wolf. Thank you very much. He is very much an honorary wolf. Yeah, the wolf, I think, is worse when we only have Goose to feed him. So, like, I think the wolf sounds absurd when you have Broco in your deck, but without Broco, the ceiling on him's a little bit lower, right? Questing Beast will blow your planeswalkers down, right? Just run him down. And I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your planeswalkers down. Lost a die roll. Hashtag never lucky. I can't keep this in the dark, right? It just, like, doesn't do anything till turn 40. This is much better. Much better. This hand costs as much as a house, right? But also mulligan to 6. Ooh, Lovestruck Beast. Probably go tapped land, make a beauty next turn. There's a beaut. I don't know how I feel about the Fabled Avatar. Yeah, he's something. Attack with the goose. This is a peaceful goose. Don't you make my goose feel all hostile. Now, Questy over here. Questy's gonna give it to you. He's very, very angry. Crunch. Scale of 1 to dead. Where's this Questing Beast at? Very much alive. That's exciting. Wow, no place. That's gas. Gone 10-2 in the event with the Yuji Oko deck. He had too much text and Beasts Are Strong. One went away from all the cards. Oh, is that event open now? I thought that event didn't start till later on. Is the Win All the Cards event active now? Shows how much I pay attention. Oh, no. They really did keep our first hand. That's unfortunate. Wait, what? Oh, well, that's a deal. Deal-arino. I thought they were going to eat my 1/1 and then my Lovestruck Beast wasn't going to be able to attack. That's phenomenal. God, Scrylands are so good. Can we, like, pour one out for Scrylands for a moment here? Best lands ever. Wow, no respect for beauty. Next set, we get 5 more. Here's hoping. Yeah, I don't think Savvy Hunter's good enough. Well, they're missing land drops. That's good for us. We're flooding a little bit, though. They can't cast Frilled Mystic currently, so we got that going for us. Currently playing around Quench, Syncopate rotated. You have a Sailor. Fibblethip looks like he's scared of the opponent's hand. He does kinda, doesn't he? What is your quest? We seek the Grail. Well, if they have another bomb, we're out of gas at this point. But they are a little bit low, and we have 5 power in play, so, like, we have Murderous Rider still. Yeah, there's a lot of flash decks in the constructed events, at least. We weren't playing against as much flash in the Mythic ladder, but the constructed events definitely had a lot of the flash archetype. Alright, what do we got? We got a basic swamp, eh? Alright, ain't nobody got time to play around a Flash Wolf. Ad nauseum Philadelphia, thank you for the 20 months of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. We've not played against the Esper Doom deck yet. Alright, so they elected not to draw cards. They must have a counterspell, so I think I'm just going to pass. I'm going to hold on to this until a turn where we can generate a double spell turn. Just honk the goose here and make a food. You should always play the Once Upon a Time on your turn after you draw. And the reason for that sequencing is because it allows you to make a decision with more information. So you have another card in your hand that you can add into the context of what it becomes correct to take. I feel like if they just let that resolve. Huh? Alright, I'm gonna YOLO this. Don't drown me in a lock. Maybe I'm supposed to play this one around Quench. It's possible playing into Quench here is wrong. Yeah, I deserve that. We're at a point in the game where Quench should like otherwise be drawing dead, so letting their Quench be a card there is like pretty medium. Are they gonna trade for this? Yeah, see, I think they're definitely supposed to just take the damage here and like hope to draw something else. Honking the goose is illegal in most states. Listen, don't you tell me how to live my life. How'd the New York field go? It's actually really good. Brutal. Yep. I am not from Indiana, thank you very much. Alright, I'm just gonna hope this is a land, I think. Oh, just so ridiculously punished for not playing around Quench. Just like running best draws possible. Woof, we deserve that. Top deck Hornet Stig, right? We have Questing Beast. Questing Beast has haste. Can you draw a brick? Can you not draw 3 pieces of hot fire in a row? Please, for the love of God. Whew. Alright. So you're saying there's a chance. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, living on a prayer. Take my hand. Dang it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. Got my hopes up, only to have them dashed away. Not a land. Our opponent is incapable of drawing a 7th land. Honk. Monk. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Thank you. All right. The cursed Huntsman was enough to close it out. Almost justifiably punished. Not quite, though. Not quite. Good. I was worried this was going to turn into one of those justice streams for a minute where, like, the streamer makes a mistake and they get rightfully punished for it. I much prefer my streams where I get to make mistakes and then win anyways. Much prefer that setup. Probably just want to trim a little bit of top end here, huh? This is a Duress matchup? That's a good question. That's a good question. They have, like, Frilled Mystic and stuff is the problem. They have a lot of creatures in their deck. Like, their counterspells are annoying, but their deck is, like, only a third Duress targets, if that sometimes. I don't think it is a Duress matchup. I think I just want to do this. Like, have a little bit more removal, and then, like, try and double spell. Sure. Turn one honkers. Do we bring in Vivien and try to outflash him? I don't think so. And part of the reason is I think I have a hard time defending Vivien. Although I guess Vivien gives vigilance and reach too. So maybe the fact that she gives those keywords makes her good enough. You see, I can see that one going either way. That's something where, like, if we had more experience with the matchup, I would believe that that's a correct decision to make to bring it in. But without having more experience, I don't know. I think I just play the Plains here so we can honk the Goose on their turn. It also leaves Murderous Rider's activation available. What's cooking, Goosey? I just found out what the puzzle piece at the top of chat on mobile does. My mind just blowed. Yep, those are extensions. They're great. Extensions are quite fantastic. They're one of the many things Twitch has that makes it the superior streaming platform. Lots of others have come and tried, but Twitch does a lot of the details right. Man, Magic has 22,000 people watching it right now. We're almost like a real game, chat. Are we a real esport? Do I just like YOLO? How do you feel about, like, YOLO Tolsimir here? He's gonna get quenched and will feel kind of bad, but I feel like just welcome to the Space Jam before they have Frilled Mystic up is ideal. We are 10% of the 22,000. It's exciting. Mixer is trying hard. Yeah, without Twitch Prime, Nobody, unless you're getting ninja money to, like, move to Mixer, nobody reasonable is moving to Mixer. I don't think anybody that's streaming Magic right now is botting, though. Yeah, I'd be surprised if anybody that's currently live is botting. Oh, that's good. Is that a good one, chat? What do we think? I'm summoning my token. Rude. Have a good one, Shadow Kid. Good luck in your pool. Good luck opening your pool tonight. So I'm doing this now before they can play a second land and quench my thing. Or like Disdainful Stroke my thing. Gobble gobble. Alright, are we done here? Feels like we've solidly entered garbage time, huh? Oh. Should have blocked, opponent. I'm getting a freebie. This game was not as close as the first one. Agreed. I didn't play a blue spell, opponent. Good try, though. Good try, though. Oh, I lost myself 3 points of life gain there, right? Yeah, that's not actual hexproof, opponent. It's hexproof from blue and black. A lot of people think that this card is just hexproof. It's not. Who's the flash deck now? Who does the crazy things? Gonna get him. Yeah, that card gave actual factual hexproof. It would be more absurd than it is, right? Like, if it gave actual hexproof, it probably wouldn't draw a card. Would not be cantripping. Yikes. Sure, right? This is fine. I go either way on this one. Think I'm bottoming it. Dabbed on you. Kids these days getting upset that there's dab emotes. This card's pretty good against Basic Mountain. Just like 5/5 for 3 on defense is a big boy. Honorary Goblin becomes blocked by a creature, deals 1 damage to that creature. Oh, blocks or becomes. Listen, I don't play limited, okay? I have no idea what this card does. I didn't just read it, okay? Literacy is a big problem among Magic players. It's an epidemic, okay? Mistakes were made. Hey, remember that time that they just YOLO'd their thing into my creature? Listen, fair trades, okay, chat? We're even Stevens. I gave up my 1/1, they gave up their 2/1, okay? Fair's fair. Thankfully my opponent is also illiterate. Oh, Magic. Magic's great. What a great game. I love it. Riot. That's the dream. That's the dream, chat. The Tolsimir Cursed Hunter Dream Curve. One of your finest untapped lands, please. Ooh, Goblin Tribal. It's time for the wolves to assert their dominance as the superior tribe, chat. Papi! Papi! Oh yeah, wrestle him. Garruk is on fire. The emblem is literally just overrun. DJ Jedi Jeff, thank you for the continued support. I appreciate it. And yeah, release numbers are sick. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Snark Attacks! Thanks for the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Did I just like gain 6 more and eat their stuff again? I think I just gained 6 more and eat their stuff again.
Stay on the trail.
Just like gobble gobble. Yeah, Tolsimir's real good. Whew! Oh, if this is wrong, then I don't want to be right. If this is wrong, then I don't want to be. Listen, the wolves are. Let me Timmy, chat. Let me Timmy for a moment, okay? The alpha has arrived, right? Let's get ready to ambush. Murder, she wrote. This card's hard to judge. I feel like there's a chance that this card's just like genuinely good. Like two 2/2s every turn is really good. And like kill your thing, draw a card is also like above rate, right?
Join the stampede, my companions.
Join the stampede, my companions. Feel that? Feel that big wolf energy, chat? The beast can never attack while we have an emblem. Good synergy combo deck here. Go to 37. That's all I got. Go ahead. Your move, Yugi boy. Good clean fun. Good, clean fun. Opponent has experienced the superior tribe, exactly. This is probably a Witch Figure matchup, huh? Feels like that's probably the case. Questing Beast seems a little slow. Probably want to bring down some of my top end a touch. I love Garruk. Is it crazy to board out Paradise Druid? It doesn't block super profitably. That seems fine. The wolves are particularly hungry. This is probably a mulligan, right? Trophy. Let's try it. This might be too slow on the draw. No 1-drop. That's good. That's good news for us. Perfect. We get to go 2, 3, 4. That's exactly what we're looking for. Looking to just fill the curve in here. Am I that transparent? Am I that transparent? Have a land. Yeah, 6 mana Elspeth's not a great direct comparison, just because, like, 6 mana Elspeth had, like, Wrath of God stapled onto it in a lot of situations. I guess this draws a card, which is maybe it's comparable. Elspeth also went up every turn, but I guess Garruk kinda goes up every turn too, huh? Like, if they're attacking into his tokens, he's going up. Yeah, maybe that comparison does make the most sense. Larva Coil, sure. What are my thoughts on Realm Cloak Giant? I think that card's great. Their goblins just became angrier, chat. Just gonna Murderous Rider, whatever they do. Yeah, the Realm Cloaked animation is A+. I think it's my favorite from the new set. Although Brazen Borrower is up there too. Brazen Borrower's like pretty good. We're on the draw. We were on the draw caboose, man. We won game 1. This might get me in trouble. They have a burn spell here. We get into a little bit of trouble. Like if they kill this in response. Sure, trading is fine. We'll take a trade. I foresee us getting sick of these adventure cards. These things are absurdly good. I mean, I don't know. I feel like there's a difference between, like, the adventure cards and the type of card advantage they generate and, like, the type of good that, like, Teferi is, for example. Like, I feel like there's kind of a fundamental difference between those two things. So if they go to kill this, I can kill their banner. Getting a little bit low on life, but this is lifelink for later, so that's nice. So when they enter combat, we'll go ahead and kill this with trophy, so that way they can't attack and make this not block. There's always going to be things in a card game that are the best, right? The most optimal. I don't think the game is bad if it has things that are obviously good. And I feel like a lot of people kind of act like if there's things that are obviously good, then the game's not well designed, but that's just like how things have to be. Like some things have to just be better than others. It's just how games work. Their goblin ringleaders might drag them kicking and screaming through these games. So I think my plan here is fetch up a land, and then we'll Nightpack Ambusher, trophy this, eat this Ember. And Brontodon can eat this. Wow! Swing and a miss. Nice 4 mana 2/2. Hashtag sometimes lucky. My last 2 cards are really good, opponent. It's clearly a Bloodbraid Elf. Not quite. So I'll do this, so I take 2 less, so I'm taking a total of 6 here, down to 4. There's Zerta's gonna eat it. We could get burned out here if they have like a 2-ball in hand and they draw another shock off the top. Well, they did bottom a shock on their last ringleader. It's pretty good. I wish upon a star. Do you find a Tolsimir? Alright, well, if we don't die this turn, Tolsimir should lock things up next turn, right? They didn't Ember Hall my Brontodon because they wanted to try and burn me out, which is not an unreasonable line, I don't think. Yeah, they needed like a Heartfire there. So Tolsimir's gonna GG them next turn, basically. Gonna put it firmly out of reach. Any thought to Once Upon a Time on their turn? No, I could have hit a creature that I wanted to cast or something, and I knew I was already casting a spell on my turn guaranteed because I wanted to play Murderous Rider. This thing doesn't trample, right? No? Yeah, you can find all of the decks that we played earlier today on my Stream Decker page. They'll also be up on my website and my YouTube channel later tonight after I get things formatted and published. Yeah, always. Thunk thunk. This is lethal, right? Yeah. I think my current favorite is the 3 decks I've liked are the green-black Henge deck from today, and then the blue-red Alliance deck, and then the Ranklecrats from yesterday was pretty good too. Been a lot of good things. A lot of things that feel very reasonable and competitive so far. It's tough to know, too, exactly how good or bad things are as well, because another thing to keep in mind is that, like, a lot of these games that I'm playing games against other people who are also trying things, so, like, some of it could be, like, my deck's bad, but their deck's worse, but we're winning because their deck's worse than ours, if that makes sense. I think I might have missed Snark Attacks. Thanks for the Prime support 12 minutes ago if you're still here. Sorry, I think I missed that. This hand needs a 3rd land, because we already have 2. Do you hear that, Magic Arena? I already have 2 lands. This Once Upon a Time is gonna have 2 lands. Thank you. Look at that. So you just gotta be tough but firm. What's the first big tournament for the standard format? Star City Games generally always does a release weekend standard open. So not this weekend, but next weekend is the paper release, which is when that tournament should take place. I feel like our opponents have not been playing enough Questing Beast. Questing Beast is pretty busted, to be fair. He is quite excellent. Yikes. Punish for attacking with this. Honestly, I think Questing Beast might be the jump shot that, like, green mid-range needs to be competitive. Hey, we have Questing Beast. We have Lovestruck Beast here, though, so, like, if they want to kill him, They need like a murder. They could have like a shock, but then like they're trading their butcher plus a shock for him, which is excellent for us. Let's scry. I think I just want to try and hit land drops here, right? Prince Day, thanks for the 3/4 of a year support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Do all green decks want Great Henge? No, I don't think so. Like, there's a reason I'm not playing Great Henge in this deck. It's not because I don't have wild cards. I mean, this is a green mid-range deck, so the answer is no. It's hard to catch among all that text, but Questing Beast does say carries mid-range in the text box. Yeah, I believe that. Sounds tracks to me. All right. Okie doke. Yeah, I think I just play this and pass back. And next turn, honestly, I might like shock this in and cast the Garruk. Garruk is on fire. The release weekend SCG event is at Team 1, so that sucks. You'll be able to get a lot of data. You'll be able to get some interesting deck lists out of it, but like knowing how good they actually are will be tough. Alright, 6 mana Planeswalker. I choose you. Welcome to Battle Cruiser Magic. Enjoy your stay. Hey, Wolfsmouth. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month and keeping me around. Happy Friday. Happy release weekend. I cast a 6 mana Planeswalker. My opponent cast Gutterbones. I feel like one of us came out ahead on this exchange. My opponent agrees that one of us had come out ahead and it was not them. Alright, so Bronte and Disfigure in. Questing Beast is definitely out. He's a little bit slow and clunky. I want to just pull my curve down a little bit. Honestly, Wicked Wolf is probably... A lot of their creatures get too big for this to fight. I think I'm just going to trim those. Garruk's actually been pretty impressive. It's been a while since we've had a great 6 mana Planeswalker, and I think Garruk might actually fit that bill. Yeah, we started with Blue Steel as the first deck today. I guess we're pretty likely to find an untapped land on 2 for this Paradise Druid, and then we can Brontodon on 3, right? Because we get like a draw step, a Once Upon a Time, and then a Scry. Garruk is the new Elspeth. That comparison's not unreasonable, I don't think. Hey, DefTech 5, thanks for the brand new Prime support. Welcome to Hooglandia. Hope you're having an excellent start to your weekend. Is Garruk or the other 6 mana Planeswalkers, or is this meta less hostile? Opponent mulliganed and then died. Alright, well. 3-0, 3-0 with our Wolves. That's exciting. How we doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping in here to Hooglandia today. If you're a new viewer, my name is Jeff Hoogland. I stream Magic full-time here on Twitch. I'm here Monday through Friday from about 7 a.m. till about 2 or 3 p.m. Cornfield time usually. Today we're running late. We're going to run tomorrow as well, actually, because we have an exciting new set release. As always, love to give a shout out to all my wonderful subs out there. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I'd also like to plug a couple of my wonderful sponsors here really quick. The Vitamin String Quartet creates unique instrumental string arrangements of everything from Zelda to Zeppelin, and they would love to underscore your next gaming session. You can find them streaming now on services such as Spotify and Apple Music. BCW Supplies, the only ones I trust to protect my paper, Magic the Gathering cards, using code HOOGLANDIA at bcwsupplies.com. You can save 10% on sleeves, binders, deck box, and all sorts of other fantastic gaming accessories there with them. Cardsphere.com is a peer-to-peer trading network that would love to help you turn your cards into other cards directly with other players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off the top. And of course, the Nerd Rage Gaming Championship Series, a $5,000 cash tournament series that happens every single month in the Midwestern United States. If you can't make it out to the Midwest to play in one of their standard, modern, or legacy tournaments, be sure to check out their streaming coverage as well every month at twitch.tv/NRG Series. Let's dive back on into our next match here with Abzan Wolves. Slow and steady. Fast and violent, slow and steady. We've been running people down. Opponents have mulliganed a little bit. The green mid-range decks have felt really strong so far. God, Once Upon a Time is so great. Just like look at this hand and you're like, well, it needs a second land, but that's very likely a second land. And again, want to wait till our turn, till after we draw a card, because the card I draw for the turn could impact what I want to get with this. In this case, it did not. Honk, honk. We have not played with or against the Stacks deck. Oh no, not Broko. So, do I use the Goose to get out Paradise Druid, or do I just Lovestruck Beast? I think I use the Goose to get out Paradise Druid here. I mean, I have Murderous Rider to kill Broko here. That's not really a big deal. Goose really does leave a little bit to be desired without a Broko of our own to feed him. Having to spend 2 mana to pump more food into this kind of sucks. Wicked Wolf plus Broko is also very good. I think there's a good chance that, like, what our opponent's doing is just kind of a better version of what we have going on. This is better than the Henge deck. So one of the things I would encourage you to break yourself of, especially early in the release cycle, is that there's always this rush where, like, everybody wants the shortcuts. They want to be told the right answers and not, like, put in any of the work. And, like, a lot of the people who, especially at this point in the season, are trying to sell you on this deck is better or worse than these other decks, etc., like, they're probably just trying to sound smart or sell you something. There's a lot of uncertainty. Magic has a lot of variables. Sure, Esper won Fandom, but, like, you shouldn't put a ton of stock into something like the Fandom tournament because, like, it's a 16-player tournament, right? It's kind of like the MPL. Like, the MPL has a bunch of great players playing in it, but, like, the random divisions that they play week to week aren't really representative of the format, because it's, like, 8 or 16 people or whatever, like, trying to metagame each other. No one in Fandom played a reasonable aggro deck. Yeah, I'd believe that. I'd believe that. That sounds like the Phantom tournament. Well, their leftovers don't seem stellar, so that's nice. Rude.
I have a plan.
Should probably restart the client. I should have restarted the client while I was shilling. Getting laggy, chat. Getting laggy. I mean, for you, mid-range matchups make for a fun viewing experience. One of the things people do incorrectly, and especially Wizards of the Coast does incorrectly, is assuming people enjoy playing Magic in very specific ways and pigeonholing them into those ways. And again, something we mention constantly is that, like, the thing that makes Magic such an excellent game is the fact that it can be so many different things to so many different people. So, like, you might like mid-range, but other people do really enjoy playing aggressive decks, right? So, they can make 2 food here. I'm basically just, like, eating their food. Hey, thanks for the Prime, Brendan. I appreciate that. Love the Mythgard content. That's great to hear. I'm probably not going to make it to doing more Mythgard stuff this week or next week because the new Magic set release, but I do plan to try and work some of it into my regular schedule. Really like that game. All right. Almost recovered from the stumble. Just not quite good enough. No one liked watching Nexus. That's fundamentally not true. I think a lot of people really hated Nexus, but I think there are people that exist that, like, enjoy that style of deck. Bring in some removal spells from these Paradise Druids. Sure. Yeah, I kind of feel like our deck's probably just a worse version of, like, what our opponent's deck is doing. Like, splashing in for Oko is probably ideal. Just so you have more food to feed things like this in the Goose. Well, it's really tempting to do what my opponent's doing here and playing this Once Upon a Time. You should definitely wait till your turn to cast it. Because, like, getting to make a decision on which of the 5 you're taking after you draw 1 more card in your hand is really meaningful. And that little bit of extra info could be the difference between something you want to take and something you really don't want to take. I hope I get to Spell Pierce that card soon. It can get caught by Spell Pierce, that's true. It dodges Duress well, though, so that's nice. They can't Duress your land out of your hand. You would have shocked into Trophy Oko. Maybe, I don't know. If they play Oko here, I'll probably just, like, go tapped land and then Trophy it. It's, like, not that big of a deal.
Welcome to the feast.
Yeah, this works out fine. Lovestruck Beast is really good. I think this card is excellent. One of the keys to this card is that just having a 5/5 blocker is quite excellent. So, like, in the matchups where they're killing your 1/1, like, you board him out against control because they'll just kill the 1/1, but against aggro, if your 1/1 dies, like, having a 5/5 wall is still very good. I think Gilded Goose creates some swingy games still, like Land War Elves, but requiring people to, like, actually work a little bit for this effect is meaningful. I think requiring a little bit of effort is a net positive. Lovestruck requires to have 3. I don't understand your question, Raynub. 3 or 4 copies of what? You're saying you have to play 4 copies of this? Yeah, this card's great. Play 4 copies of it. If that's your question, yes, this card should be 4 copies of it. You should hot take. Play 3 or 4 copies of all your good cards. And that includes this one. Your decks are better when you play 4 copies of the good cards. I don't know that Servant of the Conduit is quite a fair comparison, because energy was a lot more trivial to generate than, food ends up being. Yeah, green mid-range decks are the ideal style of decks to be good in Magic, in my opinion, because green mid-range decks tend to really generate very interactive gameplay. They tend to give a lot of players player agency, or at least the feeling like they're getting to make meaningful decisions, which I think is what a lot of people play Magic for, right? Well, there's obviously people that play for combo decks and stuff like that. I think a majority of people do tend to prefer these more interactive games. That's a big in. More importantly, it's drawing them a bunch of cards, right? Because I'm going to get to Murderous Rider this, but now they're up to 4 cards in hand. Yeah, that was a big part of the problem. Energy was basically tacked on a, hey, it was like, hey, you make an energy, and you make an energy, everybody makes energy. I think this card is much better than Wayward Swordtooth, and it's not particularly close. The fact that this is a 5/5 for 3 that can block is huge. Swordtooth had to fill a pretty specific niche to be good. This card is just generically good. It can go into most decks that make green. Well, my opponent's got a lot of 0 power creatures. That's pretty good, yeah. It's all monkeys and birds. Did Swordtooth ever see play outside the Citadel deck? I don't think so. There was a Frenzy deck that played it for a hot second. Hey, Alex F, thanks for the brand new Prime support. There's a lot of people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now. Thanks for shipping your Basic Bucks this way this month. You'd see my note in Twitch chat that I have a note to restart the client that I forgot to delete before I sent that message. Oh, Magic Arena. Oh, Magic Arena. If I don't write it down, I forget. Just like automatically hop back in the queue, just out of instinct. Oh no, chat. We currently have 2,666 unique subscribers on the channel. Somebody unsub. No, wait, somebody else sub. Let's break that number. Am I running Arena on Linux? Yeah, like 99% of my streaming content is done from a Linux computer. The Eldune doling out the sub gifty. Look at that, putting us to a purer number. I appreciate you. Fixed it. Looking for some lands. All right, almost got caught with our hand in the cookie jar here. That could have ended up real poorly for us. Did one person unsub at that time? They did not, thankfully. Once Upon a Time is very good. It's been quite excellent. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be as smooth as it's ended up being. Like it's felt fantastic inside of Once Upon a Time. It felt quite fantastic inside of Yarok Field. Mage of Dancing Dragon, thanks for doling out a sub gifty. Hope you're doing swell. I think I'm gonna keep that. Let's just kill Baroko here, I think. So next turn, ideally, we're gonna once into an untapped green source, and then we'll go once, play a land, play Gilded Goose. True Cal, can you set new memes, old subs? Thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. Hey, thanks for rolling out a sub gifty, Brendan. Welcome to our newest member of Hoaglandia, Ken Shuckle. Once upon a time, there was a forest. Or a Shockland. I'll take it. Either or. Dealerino. Snookums! Thanks for the 7 months. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, right, Sapien? I am planning to be live today until the viewer count dips below 2,000 people. That might be something. Maybe I shouldn't say that out loud, but that's my loose plan. My loose plan is to stay alive until we dip below 2,000 people. I said it, can't quoted and clipped. Hogland announces 24-hour stream. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Have a heart. Well, I did say today, so technically I can cut myself off at midnight with that promise. I think I think I can actually say that we're only going till midnight then. It's a legal agreement, right? Something like that. All right, so we're just like making a 1/1 here, and then like we're gonna honk the goose on their turn. Was it midnight's only 8 hours from now? I can totally do 17 hours.
This might be a bad idea.
We've not played Mono Red yet. I might have done them out of order. And listen, I put Mono Red at the end because Mono Red's boring, so I'm confident that we're gonna drop off a bunch of viewers during Mono Red, and then we'll be done after that one. Why not Questing Beast to kill Teferi? Because I didn't have mana to do that. They bounced my food tokens. These don't make mana. I will also stay live for Cut the Lines. 2,000 viewers or Cut the Lines. Those are my metrics. The standard seems sweet. Rotation is great. Rotation is basically Christmas. It's phenomenal. Honk honk. I think we just dropped the beast. My wild cards basically just don't get used because I keep accruing them because I have to buy more packs to get mythics at certain points. So they either lose their Wicked Wolf or lose their Teferi here, dealer's choice, because this can't be blocked by creatures that have power 2 or less. So their 0 power Dorkos are not blocking options here. And they can't currently make food, so they can't make this indestructible yet. They might just let Teferi die here. I'm loving New Standard 2, Goofy Hat Matt. Thanks for the 5 months. Welcome back. Couldn't I have played Goose for free? I could, but having an extra O2 in play doesn't really help me. And like having an extra food from this later is potentially very valuable. I think I'd prefer to wait here, basically. Is the reason why I didn't play this out. Just like have an O2 body in play. Oh, Broko. The magic that dances around you.
To my face and put on your true shape.
All right, so I think I'm just gonna kill this now while they don't have food. Oh no, they have a food. Oh no. Oh, this makes 2 mana. Oh, I've made a huge mistake, chat. Oh, that's awkward. Yikes. Well, let's go to the next one. Woof. Does that make us 3-1 or is that 3-2? That's 3-1. All right, let's play one more. I think we were behind there regardless, but that's a pretty big whoopsie poopsie. Shamius concessionist. Shoop to scoop. Bop, scoop it up, but do what, scoop it up, but do what, shoop it up, but do, yeah. Restart, I literally have restart the client written right here, and I completely forgot. Hopefully it doesn't crash. And hopefully when it does crash, it lets us back in. I have plenty of lands here. Oh, that's a free Once Upon a Time. The free Once Upon a Time that doesn't start in your opening hand is so busto. Because then I could have attacked their Oko Mark Chalice. I wanted to prioritize killing their wolf right away, because once they start generating food, I can never take it off the table. So I felt it was important to prioritize killing it, because Oko would have died to Assassin's Trophy the following turn, whereas the wolf wouldn't die to Assassin's Trophy next turn because they would have generated food at that point. That's true. That's true. To be fair, I should not have to remember to restart my client. He's so pretty in foil. I'm really sad this doesn't make a borderless token. My borderless beast should make a borderless token, Watsy. Wow, unlike this stream, my opponent's deck contains Justice. Tilt. Poor Beastly. I think I want a Murderous Rider this turn, or sorry, whatever, Swift End, whatever this is called. And then we'll Tolsimir into Nightpack Ambusher after. Wow! Our opponent is very angry. So much justice. End this man's entire career. Take him out back and put him down. Swiftly. End them swiftly. God, fetch lands that come into play untapped and deal no damage is so great. They're so great, chat. What if you use them to craft rares from the next set so they turn into gems from the start? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. It just takes a lot of effort. And like release day, I want to get into games as quickly as possible, so I have to like prepare a thing to import. I don't know. Sounds like a lot of work. A lot of work for medium amounts of return. God, Once is so great. Yeah, Marty posted a list for the commons and uncommons. So I'd have to have one get done up for the rares. Dabs Unite, thank you for the 6-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. I'm like, we'd literally just be opening packs for the mythics. I think I'm just dragging the curve down again here. I want Noxious Grasp. They're playing like red-white cards they like. This fights most of their stuff, which is nice. I might get the Paradise Druids. Just pull the curve up a little, that's fine. Yeah, Murderous Rider is quite superb. It kills Feather. I don't know that they're a Feather deck. They have like random goblins and stuff. Mentor things. God bless Once Upon a Time. Just like the range of hands that are like keepable because you're like, this is probably a land is just absurd. You just mulligan so much less with this card in your deck. I mean, we are 3-1 in this event, and the events generally tend to pair you based on records, so, like, my opponents almost certainly won some matches with the deck that they're playing. Honestly, their deck probably has some decent aggressive draws. They're probably punishing people who are being kind of greedy in this format. Should use my Overgrown Tomb to cast this 1-mana spell, you turd. Stupid auto tapper. Get out of here. At least it was smart enough to tell me what it was going to do before I let it do it. So I could be like, please no. Which figure? Sorry, I missed it. You stuttered. Nah, just better off playing a 5/5, right? He's a big boy. Although I guess Bronte doesn't die to Swift Justice Strike, which is a rules belt they showed us they're playing. Sure. Bird on bird violence. Red Rover, let Healer Hawk come on over. God, Fabled Passage is so great. Yeah, I'm honestly, it's one of the things that's just like such a good example of just some of the insane depth that Magic has. Like, if you would have asked me at the end of last season, and when the full spoiler was released, like, was mana going to be better or worse than we had with Checkland? I would have almost certainly said worse. But honestly, with these Fabled Passage, Once Upon a Time decks, the mana in these 3-color builds feels smoother than it did in the previous season. And an integrity intervention here. Play Sphinx of Foresight with it. Draw on colors that don't have temples. Feels similar. Fabled Passage is close. GG! Alright, Tolsimir, end our opponent's entire career, please. Thank you. Think you can build a 5-color deck for me? Yeah, definitely. Honestly, 5 colors might be easier too, because you like have Goose and Oko. Like Goose and Oko as a core is probably a fine 5-color core. Yeah, you don't need green on turn 1 with Once Upon a Time. Yep. We played a 5-color Fires deck today, and it was kind of underwhelming. I wouldn't be surprised if there's other builds out there that are better, but the build we played today at least was unimpressive. So we're gonna murder something with the Rider, and then make a food, and then we'll untap in Garruk. Garruk, and on fire. What's the deck of the day? Green-Black Henge so far, I think, is the winner. One was pretty impressive. Garruk's been kind of sweet in general, though. Like, probably doesn't quite fit in a Henge deck. And that's going to be part of the problem with him. I feel like this card's going to fight for slots as, like, that top-end card advantage that Henge is going to fit into a lot of other shells. I want to find Rankle a home. Rankle actually is on my list of cards I want to try in green-black. We're going to try green-black with Rankle tomorrow, and we're going to try Aristocrats with Rankle tomorrow, I think. Or maybe we'll try Aristocrats with Rankle today. If we do another deck after Mono Red, we'll probably do Aristocrats with Rankle. Restart. No! 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 Oh, it crashed! It crashed. I tried to click cancel and it crashed. I don't know if it also found us a match, but it did crash when I clicked cancel. So, you know, kinda got what we wanted. Hashtag 1.0, hashtag stable, hashtag release ready. Watch us be in a game and not be able to get past the loading screen. Watch it. We're gonna be in a game and not be able to get past the loading screen. That's 10 out of 10 of what's about to happen. Holy crap! It connected. Praise be to Moto, Arena, Moto, whatever application this is. Look at how stable it is. Let us reconnect after a crash. I appreciate you, Magic Arena. I take back some of those bad things that I've said recently. Streamer luck got reconnected after the client crashed. What does Ben Gucci's Golgari list look like? Do you have a link? They upgraded to Cobalt for Arena. I can delete my restart the client note because we did that. We're so efficient, chat. I assume the Cursed Huntsman is going away here. Survey says. The client remembered you didn't. Listen, they're just trying to do me a solid. Listen, Arena's occasional lag, chat, is just Arena trying to do its best to remind you that you should take breaks, okay? It's unhealthy to use your computer constantly for long periods. It's a health feature, health monitoring. You certainly don't know what's best for you. We do have Crash over here. Crash is, I feel like I should enable emotes to play with Crash after the client crashed. I feel like that's appropriate. Let's enable emotes so we can play with Crash here for a moment. For those of you that are coming in new, this is Crash. He's our new pet. We named him after the new stable release. Isn't he cute? Look how excited he is. Look at how excited he is that we enabled emotes. Lovestruck Beast is not great against Teferi, unfortunately. Unless they bounce the Beast instead of the 1/1 token, and then he's superb. Then he's fantastic and perfect. Thank you, opponent. I appreciate you.
I suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
I'll take another 1/1 now, please. God bless us, everyone. Poker face, poker face. My. Welcome to the wolf pack, baby. With a food in play, we get to play the Wicked Wolf out, just like into a potential sweeper, just because we can sack the food to make it bigger and indestructible. Dealer's choice. Choose your fate. I bet they take a wolf. Good bet. Smart money's on they take a wolf. Just pulled a Once Upon a Time extended foil. That card's going to be dollary dues. That is a modern staple right there, my friend. Modern staple. It might pay for your box at some point, honestly. You sit on that till people figure out how good it is.
Focus and discipline. Hone your prowess.
Yep. OUAT is Once Upon a Time. I think it's important to finish Narset off rather than letting her draw another card here.
Such violence is upsetting.
Does Once Upon a Time allow modern decks to play less lands? Yeah, Caboose. Like, for instance, all of the green creature decks I'm adding it to, I'm just cutting 2 lands and 2 spells. So, like, I'm looking forward to trying it in Elves. We're going to try it in Saheeli combo. We're going to try it in Vanifear Pod. Cards go in every green deck. Yeah, it goes into Tron. It's going into all the things for sure. Please try and kill my Wicked Wolf. Rats, they saw the line. You have a removal spell here? Cast down. Cast down's not legal anymore. They could have like a main deck Despark. Could have main deck Noxious Grasp. Could have a Scorn to bounce it. Could have a Drown in the Lock. Yeah, it's reiterating for the people at home, Robin. And everybody pays attention to chat. Again, just like no reason to play any more threats out into a potential sweeper here. You know what's great? My Esper opponents never untap and play Teferi, Hero of Dominaria anymore. I'm pretty lucky. Never have to play against Teferi, Hero of Dominaria anymore. Coming soon to a historic near you. Yeah, 3-mana Teferi is very different than 5-mana Teferi, though. Like, 3-mana Teferi is frustrating to play against and annoying, but 5-mana Teferi is, like, crushing, overwhelming card advantage. Very, very, like, annoying for different reasons. Throwing back to 11 here. So they're at 2, we're generating another threat. Even if they have their sweeper here, we get to sack a food to make this a 4/4 indestructible. And they're dead on board. Yeah, I agree, Percy. It's like, the game has to end at some point, right? It can't just last forever, unfortunately. Like a drown in the lock here. They have a D-Spark, sure. Alright, they cleared the board. I'm gonna shoot pass here because flashing this in means that they can't have like another Kaya's Wrath here. I'm like, obviously they know we have something because like we didn't play this and we didn't play this. This obviously gives them the out of a counterspell, but that's fine. If we draw a land next turn, we'll go Beast plus Wicked Wolf. Scale of 1 to dead. Where's this Ambusher at? Not on the dead side of the scale, thankfully. Duress sounds good. Vivien, Champion of the Wild sounds good. I think I cut Paradise Druid. I just want to, like, have a higher threat density in my deck. I feel like Lovestruck Beast probably comes out. Leave, like, 1 Noxious Grasp in. I guess Esper doesn't, like, without 5 mana Teferi, Noxious Grasp is, like, seems less good here. Sport in 1 Thrashing Brontodon. I'll leave 1 Paradise Druid in. That seems fine. Let's see how that goes. I want to leave Goose in rather than Paradise Druid because Goose provides food for the Big Bad Wolf, which lets it be indestructible, survive their sweepers and occasional removal spells. Yeah, Goose can sometimes absorb removal too, which is great. Yeah, this is fine. This fetches Forest on 1, Shock, Paradise Druid. Vivien plays really well with Nightpack Ambusher in this matchup. Once upon a time, there was yeah, the other, I think a version of this deck splashing Oko is probably better. Again, this was a build around submission for specifically Abzan, so I didn't want to splash into a 4th color. But I think with Paradise Druid and with Goose, you could probably play 4 colors pretty reasonably. I'm gonna grab Rider for now. Now, something that's important to note as an interaction is that Vivien, Champion of the Wilds, can exile these, but when you exile an adventure card with her, she can only cast the adventure half, or the creature half of it. She cannot cast the instant or sorcery half. You know, maybe I'm supposed to shock in a land there, so that way I don't expose my Paradise Druid to removal here.
Tear it down. Tear it all down.
Yeah, Lovestruck's probably the cut. Maybe, I don't know, I'd have to look at it. Paulo Vitor Domidarosa played a 4-color configuration in the Fandom Tournament, so maybe I'd start there. Take a look at what he did. Always borrow ideas from people who are better than you. Yeah, I agree, Percy. That was definitely not my expectation, but Fabled Passage is, like, really good. Weird. So, she's dying, I assume.
Not again.
Just gonna go ahead and play this, 'cause that's the only option. How far into this deck are we? This is gonna be our last match with this one. After this match, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break and grab a snack, and then we're gonna dive into I think I just want to play this Garruk, huh? Get him in while the getting is good. Is Fabled Passage playable Modern? No. Fabled Passage is essentially just a worse version of what's it called in Modern? The Vista or whatever it's called from Modern Horizons, where you pay a life. Having your lands come into play tapped on the first 3 turns in Modern means you're gonna die. Really happy I jammed Garruk here. Dodged this thought erasure nicely. Hedge was great. We're going to play it again tomorrow. Hedge was quite excellent. Dealer's choice. This Garruk in play is going to mess you up. I guess they could have a Noxious Grasp to kill the Garruk. But if the Garruk gets to untap and make 2 wolves, they're probably going to be up a creek without a paddle. Yeah, smells like grass. Tilt.
I've got better friends in the wild.
That was an excellent draw. Despark, enter, Narset, Noxious Grasp. I think it's just enter, right? Because that gains them a bunch of life and makes them a thing. I mean, they're a control deck missing land drops, right? So, like, their hand is just bound to be mono removal spells. Like, what's the other options that they could have in their hand? Well, super happy that we killed,
Those who cannot meditate and prepare.
Okie doke. So, I think I'm actually gonna Murderous Rider this. That's a Tolsimir, though. Huh? Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna get this into play. I know there's some appeal to not letting them gain health here. But I think I want to get this into play because it's just 2 bodies. It, like, demands Kaya's Wrath. Or the Giant Sweeper. Now, I think, so, Duran, I think taking the card hoping they don't draw blue mana is wrong, because I think it's very unlikely that I kill them this game before they don't draw blue. And, like, they drew it right away, which made my play excellent, but I think the odds of us killing them before they hit the blue was really low. Why not leave Narset at 1? Do I have anything that actually draws cards in this deck? I don't remember. Yeah, maybe I should leave Narset at 1. I'm usually a YouTube viewer. I'm confused why I couldn't fast forward through your opponent's slow decision making. Yep. We play Magic fast around here. I assume this is about to get desparked. This is an okay draw. Grasp, sure. Weird. Well, I guess they want to save despark for this one. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Definitely just have to keep the pressure on. If they draw Kaya's Wrath, they draw Kaya's Wrath. Just cross the fingers and hope they don't have it type situation for sure.
Stand by and watch.
Garruk can draw a card. Yep, fair. So they're going to bounce this and then replay it and shoot this, or replay it and shoot this.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Really? We're killing that as opposed to my board? Huh. Was that a good one, chat?
Now what?
I guess they have Despark, but if they cast Despark next turn, they can't also cast Kaya's Wrath unless they have a white source. So 13, I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 in play. If I would have left their Narset in play, I'd have had a lethal attack here. No, not anymore. Love seeing your content, bumping Dealer's Choice. Keep on keeping on. Thanks for the 18 months, AJ Cranon, for the generous tier 2 at that. Welcome back. Hope you're having an excellent Friday. Yep. All right. Bin it. Bin it. Bin it. Once upon a time, there was a... Yikes! Yikes! Alright, brick, 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 brick. Dang it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby.
Excellent timing. Trust me, I have a plan.
That's not fair. We saw 4 bricks in a row. Didn't they have 1 brick in a row? Five bricks in a row. Alright, there's a good one. Think it's correct to kill this. I don't know. If I do this, they're going to 8, and then they're not dead on board next turn. That's not true. They're dead to the pumps on this. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Because, like, there's a pretty good chance they hit a sweeper next turn, right? Because, like, they've seen a lot of cards now, so, like, every turn they're more likely to get to a sweeper. Yeah, I'm really glad I killed the Teferi. Are the decks on your website exportable to Arena and bits for Garruk lists your choice? Thanks, said I. Yeah, all the deck lists on my site have that are standard, that are Arena legal, have an export to Arena button in the corner. Brick, 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 brick. You're bluffing. You drew a land. You're dead to this Nightpack Ambusher. You're dead like a punk. They scrying to the top. Don't tell me that. Give me hope. Good game. Good game. Woohoo! That's like the one card they could scry to the top that left them dead to that. That's rough for them. That's like the one spell they'd keep that, like, ends up a little bit short there. Alright, so we hit the 5-1? The 5-1 or 4-1? I don't remember. 5-1, look at that. Got some gold. We're already back to 11,000 gold. We've kind of been having sick runs in these leagues. Abzan Wolves. I feel like if I were to try something similar to this again, I would want to try and splash blue for Oko and maybe some other cards so I can feed the Wicked Wolf more. This card's really powerful when you can have a steady flow of food for it. And this card's much better with a steady flow of food, and without a steady flow of food for something like Oko, they both felt a little bit underwhelming. At the core, though, Tolsimir, Garruk, Nightpack Ambusher, these cards together all felt pretty powerful. Once Upon a Time just adds such an absurd level of consistency to all these green decks. Just like the number of hands where you're like one land Once Upon a Time where like it's keepable because once is likely to find you the second land is just so satisfying. All right, we are going to play some mono red up next. This is not a Cavalcade red deck, so a little bit different than some of the other red decks that have been going around. I am going to run to the restroom and grab a snack before that, though. Assuming we stay above 2,000 viewers through the mono red deck, so in the next, like, hour, 90 minutes or so, I'm going to do Aristocrats after this. If the viewer count dips off, which it tends to in the evenings here, we'll do Aristocrats tomorrow morning. So let me post this here. I'll update the stream decker. So, BRB, folks. All right, we are back.